Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. The crypto space still chugging along after a steep decline over the last couple of weeks. Right now we are trading at about 16.162 cents for XRP. And guys, you can see BTC doing the same kind of thing. Okay, we're seeing gains for BTC climbing towards that 7,000 mark. But guys, is this a sucker's rally? Are you being sucked into the illusion that cryptocurrency is going to come out of this relatively soon? Well, here's the S&P 500 on the daily. Let me get rid of all this junk here just to kind of show you guys. So in the past, I would have suggested that, you know what, cryptocurrency, the economy was doing well. Cryptocurrency could find some basing in, you know, if we see a double bottom here or something, we could see a rally up. And, you know, because the overall economy is doing so well, investors would have confidence in crypto as well, and we'd see that go up. But right now, the economy is not doing so well. And this is kind of like a once in a decade, give or take, kind of catastrophic economic collapse that we're seeing right now, guys. And I hate to break it to all you guys, but I don't think we're coming out of this anytime soon. We're still seeing lots of volume on, where did the volume go here? Let's put the volume back here. Add indicator, volume. Okay, there we go. There's the volume. The volume disappeared for a second there. So what I was saying was we are seeing some large volume on the S&P 500, and this volume is also followed by tall, long candlesticks, and the direction just looks like it's plummeting to the floor. It doesn't look like there's any significant rebound. I mean, we saw one up here, but to me, this is looking like this is going to play out for a few months. That's my opinion, maybe even longer. And guys, with regards to that, we are still seeing the effects in cryptocurrency. People are taking money out of their alternative investments to cover probably margin calls because they were over leveraged on the stock. So this to me looking like a inverse, or rather a bearish pennant, and I still think the trend is going to continue downward. Hate to say it, but it's the truth. If you think otherwise, tell me in the comments, and I'd like to hear your opinion about that. Obviously, Michael iPinky7 at iPinky77 on Twitter pointed this out, that Binance was experiencing some withdrawal issues yesterday. I was looking around seeing what the problem was. So last night at about 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Michael iPinky responded, "A follower of mine gets rejected transfers when he tries to move XRP to his wallet. Can you explain and fix this? This has happened in the past on your platform several times." And as of 2 hours ago, as of the recording of this, Cubic Rubik says CZ Binance has not replied at all. So I'm still wondering, is this still an issue right now? Have you guys been finding some withdrawal issues on the Binance exchange? I personally like the Binance exchange. I have had minimal issues with, actually, I've never had any issues with them, and I find that they do update you on when they'll be doing maintenance. However, I always do like to keep my cryptocurrency in the ledger Nano. Guys, I do have an affiliate link for those of you guys who are interested in purchasing one. I think now's probably a really good time. Just with the chaos going on in the markets, people trying to take money out, put money in, I think a lot of these exchanges are going to be clogged. And it was like an unexpected thing, you know, with this beer flu. So maybe some of them weren't ready for it. So again, there's an affiliate link in the description of the video. If you guys want to use it, you do not have to use it, though I do not like pushing people to use my affiliate link. This from Matthew Lany on Twitter. Global Stablecoin Initiatives International Organization of Securities Commissions released a report for March 2020, and this for Global Stablecoin Initiatives. This is a public report, and this is from the board of the International Organization of Securities and Commissions. So he posts a couple of screen grabs here. He also posts the link here in the description. And with regards to this, I found it interesting. It goes over, I'm not going to read you guys this whole thing because this is a very lengthy document, but I will read just a little bit of this for you guys. Up here, this first paragraph essentially just states, the fact that we've had cryptocurrencies, but we want to harness the benefits of certain cryptocurrencies without the volatility In order for it to be that means of payment, this paper discusses potential issues that may arise from stablecoins with potential global reach and adoption. This paper includes a hypothetical case study that raises many global financial regulatory issues. Any discussion in such hypothetical case study is not intended as guidance or conclusions as to any potential stablecoin project. As described in more detail below, the hypothetical case study is a stablecoin which could act as a global currency and potentially financial infrastructure used for domestic and cross-border payments. So this organization looking into a cryptocurrency, a specific global currency that could, dare I say, replace the US dollar as a global reserve currency, specifically meant for countries doing cross-border trades. It will be traded, it will be used as a method for transaction. And what's the fastest way to send money across borders? With XRP using RippleNet and blockchain. So it's a fascinating paper, guys. I didn't read the whole thing. I couldn't get around to that. Yesterday I was doing some other things, but I will leave it in the description. So thank you, Matthew Liny, for posting that. XRP, you amaze me on Twitter. For customers who do business through mobile money interoperability, all cross-wallet transactions shall now attract a fee from the GhIPSS. And these guys are offering free payments for their citizens. Now, because of the beer flu, the GhIPSS removes charges on all electronic payments. This is part of measures put into place to encourage the public to use digital payment options to limit the possible spread of the beer flu through the use of cash. The waiver, which is effective today, Monday, March 23rd, will apply to any amount or volume of transaction. The statement released by the GhIPSS said that this is pursuant to the measures outlined by the Central Bank of Ghana as part of the efforts to contain the impact of the beer flu pandemic on the Ghanaian economy and also to promote the use of electronic payment systems. So they are working towards banking the unbanked, eliminating those fees, to get people hooked on cashless banking, because in these countries, many people are still using cash and they want to prevent this virus from spreading. So they are giving their people an incentive to use mobile banking. You won't get charged. You don't have to use cash anymore. Please don't use cash anymore. It's part of the problem. So I thought this was really cool. I think once these guys get incentivized, though, this is where you get hooked, right? Once something becomes commonplace in your world and you get used to it and you find, hey, this ain't so bad, you'll tend to stick with it. And this is how world shifts and ideological shifts and social shifts happen a lot of the time. There's a lot of difference in the world pre-World War II and post-World War II. In the United States and in Europe, two very different regions, but we still saw shifts, how it changed life for people, how it changed society. And I'm not saying this is as bad as a world war, but what I am saying is that these shifts will get ingrained in the population. And guys, I think that this is the fast track that we've needed for cryptocurrency adoption to really soar. And that's still going to take time, but these cashless initiatives aren't just going to be for now. They are going to continue to propel cryptocurrency adoption into the future. And I saw this. So IMF chief says economic turnaround from the beer flu impact should arrive in 2021. And this is what I was saying to you guys. If you guys think the economy is going to recover right away, I'd say guess again, because unfortunately these things take time. I know we want these things to rebound quickly. We want it to be like the elastic band effect where, a few months later, we're up on our portfolio and everybody's laughing. But realistically, I don't see the economy really rebounding until we can get this under control and eradicate it for the most part. Following a recent meeting of the G20 finance ministers and central bank governors on the beer flu pandemic, International Monetary Fund Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva says negative global growth in 2020 will be driven by a recession that is as bad or possibly worse than the 2007-2008 financial crisis. Despite a bleak outlook for 2020, Georgieva predicts a recovery in 2021, provided nations prioritize containment and strengthening their health systems to prevent further spread of the virus. So this is what it's all dependent on. We have to keep this under control, like I just mentioned. All countries need to work together to protect people and limit the economic damage. This is a moment of solidarity. The economic impact is and will be severe, but the faster the virus stops, the quicker and stronger the recovery will be. So they're saying 2021 is when we'll start to see a rebound. And, despite everything, I feel like Ripple's timeline was in and around that time anyway. Anywhere between 2021 to 2023 was when Brad Garlinghouse said this is when we're really going to see a surge. I hope they're not pushed off track by this. It seems to me that they have everything in place. And again, like I said before while discussing this article about Ghana, this new cashless initiative throughout the world is going to really change things fundamentally, I have a feeling. This from crypto_-ODL on Twitter. House Democrats consider digital wallets for crisis payments. So amid contentious debate over the massive stimulus package in response to the beer flu pandemic, Democrats in the United States House of Representatives look to implement the digital dollar to streamline payments to U.S. citizens outside of the traditional financial system. A digital dollar for direct payment to families. So a draft of the legislation circulated as of March 23rd proposes the creation of digital wallets for U.S. citizens to be maintained by the Federal Reserve within a section entitled Direct Stimulus Payments for Families. The section envisions $2,000 monthly payments for every adult earning less than $75,000 a year, at which point the payment tapers off. These payments would last until the economy recovers. So, using digital wallets, America is also on board with this and realizing that this could be a solution to this pandemic. We do not want people to handle paper checks in the mail, go to bank machines, touch keypads, use touch, right? We don't want that. We want to have this contactless. We want to make this seamless and easy for Americans, as they want in Ghana as well. And guys, all of this is blockchain technology, the next step using cryptocurrency. And I think that this, like I keep saying, in the United States, there have been a big problem with cryptocurrency regulations, but this could be the boon. Ripple executive says crypto and blockchain will transform the world of finance, changing the way we do banking. And again, guys, this from Asheesh Birla on Randy Zuckerberg's show on SiriusXM. He says, I think that this is going to really start taking off in the next 2 years. And within anything that is done in the financial space today via Citibank or the HSBCs or the JP Morgans of the world, it's going to be reinvented using this technology. He's talking about RippleNet and blockchain. And there's going to be a reshuffling of the world order, meaning maybe some of the largest banks today won't have the kind of role in the future as this world gets reinvented using technology in the blockchain. Asheesh Birla mentions it himself, a reshuffling of the world order, democratizing banks so that everybody can send money worldwide, just like we send information over the internet. So digital wallets in the United States. Asheesh Birla realizing this is going to take off and a reshuffling of the world order is inevitable. The IMF saying recovery should happen 2021. So is 2020 going to be a bust of a year for crypto? Despite what we saw at the beginning, I sure hope not. I hope it recovers sooner. We all do. But what is the reality of this, guys? Take a look at the facts in front of you and think about it for a second. But I have to bring this up here from Cyflux on Twitter, @Cyflux. OMG, there are so many morons in this space, so focused on price action. Look, if you can't get your head around a network utility being built that takes time, trust, and confidence for the system to adopt and use it, then you shouldn't be in this space. #XRP. He goes on to say, please go on and show me a crypto asset who has a better use case, or major companies like Ripple building utility toward it that has taken larger strides in this market. Price will move when banks hold XRP, when companies buy on the market. Ripple has 350 plus customers that are publicly willing to share. This isn't about are they using XRP right now. This is about getting those customers in the door, like I've mentioned before, taking over market dominance, then shifting the need of the customer into a better solution. If you are expecting a quick turnaround, you won't get it. If you are expecting price action this year, you might not get it. What I do know is it's in the best interest of companies like Ripple to make XRP to be successful. They built their foundation of blockchain. Do the math, folks. I couldn't have said it better myself, so thank you, Cyflux on Twitter. Some interesting possibilities and ideas floating around, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.